full cast of Falcons soaring in the upper air of Mercedes-Benz Stadium. One does take to the skies before kickoff. That's the mascot, Freddy the Falcon. Down at ground level, it is a cauldron of Falcons also taking flight out of the tunnel and onto the field here in Atlanta. Today, we have an NFC fight in store between the Washington Commanders and the Atlanta Falcons. On the visiting sideline, that's Dan Quinn, coach of the Commanders. His guys have picked up wins in 3 of their last 4. Across the way, the head coach for the Falcons. His guys with the crowd at their backs, and things only going to get louder once this game begins. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you, hoping there's a good one in store for all of us. And away we go at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So out head the Falcons for their first possession. And we'll get a chance to see someone still in the early stages of their career, this third-year QB.
He was on one last week, but it was too bad his teammates weren't on that ride with him. Look at all the yards he put up. You're assuming anytime you throw for that many yards, that much production, you've won in a blowout, but that wasn't the case. It does have him highly motivated and the rest of his guys to play at that level again, but this time find a way to win.
Life's too short, but I can't complain. Doing backflips on a candy cane. Ride my scooter with a cape at night, and I'ma high five me a traffic light.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Play made by Deron Payne.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Ready! Gravity line! Go!
They'll run the draw with Robinson. And he's halted after about a 6-yard pickup. Stop made at the 36.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Hey! Bronco 80!
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. That one complete to Pitts. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. It's a gain of 4 there. And that's a Falcon first down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
So first down from the 41.
Ready! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Quick to the left, it's caught. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49. Following the play, we have an injured Commander. The training staff out there to check on him as we pause. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
Ready! Cougar Knight, ready!
Here's the first give to Gus Edwards. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Ready!
On the ground, it's Edwards again. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Sticking with Edwards here. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
I love watching those running backs do their drill, especially in practice where they just keep those legs turning. They keep those legs moving for situations just like that one.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go, first down.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves.
Here's a counter give to Robinson. And that's going to be a gain of 8 on first down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Okay, ready?
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
Get it. Viking 18. Get it.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Got a man. It's Drake London. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Now a moment to check out his numbers catching that football last week.
Falcons. First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They just keep working it forward early. We've got 1st and 10 now from the 35.
Here we go. Set. 19 Tiger. Ready.
They'll go play action. We'll muster a little down to the 30. Chris Braswell there for the tackle. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you gotta imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry.
60 Bison. 60 Bison. Go.
2nd down carry for Algier. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down at that 17-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Let's go now. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Push.
First down, and they go right back to it. Crashes through a tackle. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who could, well, eat up space when the lanes are open, deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Cougar 19. 70 Lions. Let go.
Fullback trying to power it across. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
This is why it's so important not to overcommit to the team's lead runner. It went to a secondary ball carrier, and they cut him down for a big red zone stop.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Oh, fullback's got it. Look at the power. And the defense wins this round. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got 3rd and goal. And that right there, an early look at somebody who might just be the impact player in this ball game.
Yeah, there's no question this strong safety loves to come downhill. Now, as an offense, you've got to adjust. You've got to throw over the top if he's willing to be that aggressive.
Okay, break.
This opening drive has reached the 5. Can they find 6 now on 3rd and goal?
Set. Bronco. Let go.
Setting up to throw. Now try to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. And he's not going to get in. Another stand defensively, and they've made it 4th and goal. The former soccer star, Brandon Aubrey, on that slow snap, and they're in to block it. Picked up and on the move now inside the 20.
You know, even on the best of snaps, the difference between a good kick and a block is really a fraction of a second. Kid, it's why we see those special teams coaches out there with a stopwatch, because they know every millisecond matters, and it just showed up right there.
The Commanders and Tony Pollard headed back out there offensively. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Ready. Cougar 19.
Play action now. Daniels. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And that one goes for a gain of 11. That's going to give the Commanders a 1st down.
It's a gain of 11.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Here we go.
The first carry here for Tony Pollard. And he comes through big here. 9 yards. It's second down. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago.
It's second and inches.
Less than a ruler needed here on second down.
Unlock right. Unlock
Oh,
right.
they're going to run the option to the short side. And he gives himself up after a short gain. A gain of a lone yard, but Brock, that's all they needed. First down.
And the Commanders first down. A gain of 1 yard.
Alert.
And into with Pollard from the pistol. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. Didn't do it there.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
No.
Out of the gun, Daniels. That's going to be caught. Tony Pollard. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best that...
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jesse Bates in to pick it off. And the Falcons will take over as he picks off his 10th pass of the season.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 42-yard
Not the
line.
auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage, impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. The caliber defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is first and 10. The Falcons taking the field for their second drive.
Bronco 80.
And standout special teams play kept these guys from getting 3 out of that last drive. Probably not looking to leave anything to chance this time around. Take this one in for 6.
And the best way to keep a field goal from getting blocked is not to even put the field goal unit on the field. The extra point unit, that's what they're aiming for.
First down run netted them nothing. Here is second and 10.
Come on, come on. Set. Cowboy 80. Look.
Run it with Robinson from the pistol. And he's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up third and short.
Across midfield.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Third and a lone yard coming up.
Ready. Cougar 19. Ready.
Running for the first with Edwards. He rocks that tackler. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 11.
And gain 11 on that play. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first down.
First and 10.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Go.
They go play action on first down. He's got London left side. And they're on him right away with that tackle. The stop comes at the 26-yard line.
12 more yards.
They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Falcons.
And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Go. 70 Timberwolf.
First down, play action. Right side, reeled in by Pitts. And he gets this forward to the 19. The early returns on the stat sheet have been good so far, partner. He's off to the exact kind of start they were hoping he'd have.
Yeah, you can just feel the rhythm, the timing, the tempo, and that ball is zipping all over the field.
2nd and 3 now.
Here we go, set. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Robinson on the inside give. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now.
Ready, ready. 70 Lions. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Let go.
Looking in the air here. Gets this one to London. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on 3rd down. They've got themselves a 1st and goal. And when you say century mark for a pass catcher, you're usually thinking single game yards, right? Well, he's just reached a different and more prestigious century mark. That was his 100th catch this season. Welcome back. Time for our 2nd quarter. The Falcons with a chance to score.
Here we go. Ready, ready.
Algier. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
60. Ready.
Here's Robinson up the middle, and he's in for the touchdown. The Falcons get the game's first points here in the 2nd. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Here comes the Washington offense out to the field, ready for their 2nd drive. Still in search of their first points as we work our way through the middle of this game. The score 7-0. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10.
60 Eagles, 60.
Play action now with Daniels. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple, and he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
Throwing on 1st down, Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds. 2nd down now, they need 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
Put a receiver in motion left. From the gun, it's Daniels. He goes right back to Samuel. And he works it down to the enemy 44-yard line. Jesse Bates getting up for the stop that time.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and
Good line. Here's 3rd and 3. To throw again, it's Daniels. He connects with the rookie from LSU. Touchdown, Washington! The Commanders start to fight back with their first points of this game. Now the PAT try coming up. The point after splits the upright. And the Commanders tie this game 7-7. this game up. They're all set to center away. This return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Falcons are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And it's been such an incredible season for him. As we play our final month of football, he's leading the NFL in passing yards. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10.
Let's go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Beginning on the ground with Algier. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Here we go. Shot. 60 Eagle. 60 Eagle. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Throwing it on 2nd down. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Ready? 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Ready?
Throwing from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
They'll throw it here on 1st. Another one through to London. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Falcon 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Finds London on the slant. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
2nd and 3 now.
Ready, ready. Cougar 19. Ready.
From the pistol, here comes Edwards. And all he can get is a yard here, bro. It's going to be 3rd down.
Sometimes just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late. This could have been much, much more exciting.
3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive.
Here we go. 70 Timberwolf. Go.
Here's a give inside to Edwards. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
1st and 10 from the 32.
Come on, come on. 70 Lions. Ready, ready.
They're going play action. It is cut left side. And he drives it forward to maybe the 27. Marshawn Lattimore up for the secondary for the stop.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
They're going to try and throw it here. Dialing up a receiver screen. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
So many times, Kate, when I see these receiver screens, I think punt returns. It's like a punt return. On punt return, it's all about those blocks. The returner's got to catch it, and he's got to feel those blockers in front of him. It's no different on a big play like this with the wide receiver screen.
Ready. Viking 18.
Here's Robinson. The So much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. Now, after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. Need better results here on 2nd and goal from the 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And they will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons take a second quarter lead. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist, and you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Commanders 7.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. 6 away from 1. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Commanders and QB Jaden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Jalen Walker firing over to take him down.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, really create some indecision now defensively.
Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
We set it down for him. He starts at the 38.
Ready?
1st and 10. It's Pollard. And he dodged the tackle. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
1st down, Washington.
On 1st down, here's Daniels. Connects on the crosser. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage. Sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Daniels now on 1st down. Finds a seam down the middle. And he is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. PAT effort coming up. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. He fields it from the 8. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. And with each team coming off a touchdown and scoring well early on, we've got the makings of a barn burner here, Brock, if they can keep this up.
Yeah, and as a quarterback, as an offense, it doesn't mean you over-try, but you just know, hey, man, our defense having a hard time slowing them down, and we've got to step on that accelerator.
And for the first time, one of his throws doesn't find a home. It's incomplete, but boy, what a streak he had to begin this game. Well, what a stretch to begin the game, Brock. That finally his first incompletion. He had been perfect across so many looks before that.
Hard. It's just hard to be perfect with that kind of precision. That was rhythm. It's truly rhythm personified.
Yeah, it makes you marvel at the NFL record, doesn't it? Got slid this great lead from our stats savant, Daniel Kitchen. Phillip Rivers owns that record, Brock. 25 straight completions to begin a game.
Down and 11.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
To the air on 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Sets up 4th down.
Here's someone from a family of punters, Ryan Stonehouse, on to punt on 4th. And the coverage team is there as he fields it to almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The Commanders set to take over. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. They'll start this one on the ground with Pollard. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Bronco 80.
Out of the gun, Daniels. That one's cut along the left sideline. He makes it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders break that tie and now lead by 7. The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Here's a return from the 7. He lost the football, and they steal it back on the return. And Washington finishes the return to the end zone. Touchdown! The Commanders take a 13-point lead. That one right down the middle. And the Commanders double their lead to 14. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Has this at the 6. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now here come the Falcons on offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10.
Here we go, shot. Ready.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Down. Blocking 18.
He's going to throw this one. Looking slant route, complete. So a solid gain there, Brock. It's still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
3rd and 1.
Trying to pick it up with Algier. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
The line of scrimmage.
Nothing for him on that play as we've hit the 2-minute warning. Now, not a traditional spot we see teams going for it, but they only need a few inches. They'll run it with Robinson. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. That was a big 3-yard gain because instead of a turnover on downs, partner, it gets him the 1st. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
At the 39-yard line.
Come on, set. Ready.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Hits him on the in route. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
70 Lions.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Lobs this deep down the middle. Tried to float that one in, and defender's there for the interception. Quan Martin with the pick. And the Commanders will take over as he reports his first interception of our season. Great team defense here. Got to him right as he was about to let that football fly, Brock, and the hit Leads to a pick by their safety.
And an easy pick at that one, Kate. Not take anything away from who actually intercepted it, but that turnover was all about the guys up front. And one thing I love about today's game and analytics, we got more than just sacks. We get QB pressures, we get QB hits because we've seen the impact they can have, an impact that was felt right there with that INT.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Completed over the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
At the 36-yard line.
They've got a man in motion. Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. Continuing to move past the 45. He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40.
And the Washington first
A
down.
new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
24-yard gain on the play. And
Here's
the Washington
Daniels.
first down.
Hits his running back. And he's tackled for a short gain. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
37-yard line.
Daniels is going to throw again. Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this 3rd down.
Incomplete. Xavier Watts on the coverage.
Ready?
To throw again, it's Daniels. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However brought, they do at least force this 4th down. And he missed it. It's no good. And the lead stays frozen at 14.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go.
Incomplete.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. He's going to throw it. Finds his back. It's Robinson. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Has a man downfield. This is Robinson. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They really don't care what the split is between ground and him as a receiver. The important part for their offense, Brock, is just getting this dude touches.
Yeah, just like those hoopers you see, right? When they are on fire, get him the ball. Whatever it takes, you're going to find a way to devise a scheme to get it to him, and they're doing it right now. Damage through the air.
Aubrey puts it through. And that gets him back to within 11. So entering the locker room, he's got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. It is week 13. Things starting to get a little nervy in some circles. The home stretch starting to creep closer. Let's go to the highlights. Our tour around the NFL starts now at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. The Bengals at home to take on the Steelers in a physical matchup in the AFC North. And it's Joe Burrow. Next up, Duval County, Jacksonville, Florida. Let's check in on the Jaguars. They're playing host to the Buffalo Bills. And it's Travis Etienne. He's going to take this one in, and he's now into double figures, his 10th touchdown on the year. One more to show you. Let's go to Philadelphia. It's the Eagles hosting the Arizona Cardinals. And this is Devontae Smith. He's going to pull this one in, and then he sets his sights towards the end zone. 58 yards for the score. The Eagles lead it by a touchdown at the half. And time now for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the NFL. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.